I'm back, ladies and gentlemen, after listening to that video back. Of course, it came to my mind what I wanted to say. Oh, this is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I wanted to say, I don't like when people say 9/11 was an inside job, because it's right at this point, it's important to find out what happened and not who did it. I mean, honest to Pete, we can't even be honest with ourselves in terms of what happened and really having a legitimate investigation into it. Okay, moving along to the camping saga. My friend asked me about in the comment section, why is it that people seem to be friendlier at campgrounds to one another than they are in their own neighborhoods? And I thought maybe the answer could be this. I could be wrong. It's just a thought. So I've never really thought about it before. Maybe I have, but not to this extent. Possibly, for the most part, we're living a primitive lifestyle. I mean, I realize that a lot of people go in there with their RVs and stuff that are nicer than my house, honestly. But for the most part, we're kind of taken back to our more primitive nature, and often need help with things, or want to socialize or take part in community things to help one another. Dare I say, a communistic style living in a campground, or socialistic. Oh my God, I said the words. So that's a possible answer to the question. I don't even think it was, she wanted me to do a dissertation about it, but me, any chance I get to come at you live, ladies and gentlemen, I will do it, even though it's not live. It's, just a few seconds after I do it, I post it anyhow. So that's all. I just, like I said, looked at Facebook, got an idea for the one video, and then I wanted to clear this up real quickly. Because I don't, like I said, again, I don't like it when people go around saying 9/11 was an inside job. All I know is it did not appear to happen the way the government and the news said that it did. And therefore, there should be a legitimate investigation. Hopefully not using governmental entities to do so. Actually, I am going to continue to bloviate, because that's what I do. Last night, I decided to get back in time a little bit because I like the conspiratorial stuff and whatever. And I listened to, I did this the last couple nights actually, listened to some documentaries pertaining to the Oklahoma City bombing and that whole terrible saga. And they made some really good points. That is so easily proven that this McVeigh person did not act alone, or what have you. I mean, there's tons of evidence leading to that, ladies and gentlemen. Take a look if you feel you can or want to, or if you want to, I don't know, see where some of this, I don't want to say began, but it was a major catalyst that got us into this current situation of our, really of our liberties being taken away. That truck could not have caused the damage. I mean, there were witnesses galore said there was more than one explosion, and the way the front of that building fell, it was really just a hideous, awful situation that could not have been carried out by just McVeigh. And also there was some strong evidence showing that he was working like with the government to infiltrate these so-called militias and things like that. Back in the day, I remember there was kind of a war on those militias, so to speak. Like, when Ron Paul ran for president in 2008, I was a Ron Paul person, and I still like him to a certain extent. I've been over this. But I remember they were trying to target what they called extremist groups or anti-government groups. And one of the things that they told the local police stations to do, I love how I just freely have beverages and stuff in front of you. Now, pretty soon I'll be smoking a joint in front of you. No, I will not. Anyhow, was to be on the lookout for a vehicle promoting Ron Paul by way of a bumper sticker, something that was supposed to be an indication that you might be involved in a militia group. It's just silly stuff. I actually have a Ron Paul sticker, or I did, and it kind of wore off, but I have a big magnet thing. And I've got Bernie Sanders stuff on my van right now. Okay. So if you get a chance, go over and take a look at the Oklahoma City bombing, which is easy to show that it's not the way that it was presented. I mean, it's really one of the most clear-cut examples of how the government and the media kind of colluded to give us a crazy story that we're supposed to believe. And there's so much evidence easily found that you'd be hard-pressed to call anybody who didn't believe that official governmental story a conspiracy theorist or a tinfoil hat wearer. I dare you. I just dare you. Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you. Thoughts of the day.